That's that one done. That was a bit fiddly, that one, guys. Just to rewind there, guys, it pays to double check this wire here, which goes all the way around to the furthest on the rocker cover there. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. It's been a minute, isn't it? I'm happy to be back, guys. Hope you're happy to see me back. Today I'm building the Dodge Charger from Fan Home, from the Fast and Furious franchise. So sit back, relax, guys. And if you're not already subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Give us a big like, we'd really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's crack on with Dom's Charger from the Fast and Furious franchise from Fan Home. Okay then, guys, so we'll start by taking a look through this week's mag of the Fast and Furious build. You've got usual content showing you all the movie actors in the films, and then we get straight to what we're doing this week, guys, assembling the engine block part 4. So yeah, it looks a bit fiddly, this does, I won't lie to you guys. Piece for this stage, it looks like we're putting the distributor cap on and spark plug connectors and all that stuff, and the wires. Oh yes, this could be a fiddly one, guys. Now to look at it on paper, it's not that long of an issue, to be fair. We've got about 11 instructions, but yeah, this could be a fiddly one, guys. So if you want to stay tuned and see if we get through this, please do. Yeah, but these nice tab like that, more content in this mag. But yeah, let's get cracking on, guys, and get this actual build started. So yeah, this is what the parts come in, all sealed, all protected. So what I'll do, guys, I'll just quickly show you out the bag, and then what I'll do is I'll go through the parts as we're doing the build. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, this is what your parts come in this build, all protected and sealed, apart from this one packet which is not underneath the perspex for some reason, but it's not a problem. So yeah, that's just the top piece, and then inside you can see they're all protected, guys, and these are giving me heart palpitations. These wires, I just hope they're a lot easier to put in than when I built the DeLorean. Check that build out, guys. I've not actually put it up as being built, but I've done a lot of recaps showing you guys what was involved and what the finished result is. And also you can buy that DeLorean while subscribed to building it off Fan Home. Check Fan Home website out, guys. They've got a lot of good stuff at the minute. And this is where this is from, Dom's Charger, the Fast and Furious franchise from Fan Home. But yeah, without me gabbling on then, guys, what we're going to do is crack on, and I will explain what parts we've got as we go through the video. Now we're going to be starting off doing 8 of the connectors from part 16E, ensuring that we don't break off any of the mountings. So basically that's this part here, guys, that's 16E. But before we go any further, I'll just show you where we're at with this build at the minute. This is where the build's at, guys. This is what we've got. Well, this is part of what we've got. This is to do with assembling the engine anyway. If you want to see any other parts I've done at this build, take a look through the playlist, guys, and obviously take a look at the videos I've done for this build so far. This is just the assemble for the engine. This is the 4th week of building this magnificent looking engine. Now I've put this on top, but we are going to have to take this off today, as I've not been told to put that on, but for you guys, I put it on just to show you what it looks like. But this is where we're at, and these are some of the things we've done over the last few weeks of building this wicked model. So yeah, this is where we're at, guys. And now what we're going to do is crack on with this week's issue 16, and see if we can get through it. It's going to be a fiddly one, so let's go. So first of all guys, we've got this sprue with all these little parts, 16E this is. What we've got to do is take 8 connectors from this part, 16E. So what you've got to do guys is carefully, you could use scissors or sprue cutters for this, but I'm not doing that, I'm just being very careful. Just twist them like that, and what you got to do guys is make sure you've got either side of those little connectors, which we're going to need shortly when we connect them to the distributor cap. So yeah, what I've got to do is take 8 of these off. As you can see, that's a nice clean cut. So if you don't want to get a sprue cutter for whatever reason, it can be done guys, as you can see, as long as you get it nice and clean. But yeah, by all means get a sprue cutter if that's what makes you feel happy and confident in doing this. They're so easy to get off guys, there's not a problem. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, and there we go, I've got 8. Now let's turn to instruction 2, is attach the distributor cap 16D, which is that part there, to 16C. So what we want to do now with these 8 connectors is attach them to this distributor cap. Now what you want to do is that part there, as you can see in the connector, it's got a flat part and then it's like oval on the top, which that's what you want sticking up. So what we're going to do is as simple as push them in, and it doesn't say use glue guys, I don't think you need glue in these because they are going in pretty easy and they're pretty well in once pushed in. So yeah, persuade those to go in, but be careful not to snap the top bits, or else you're going to have a problem with connecting the ignition wires. They will go in, but as I said, they're a very tight fit, and that's why I think you don't need glue, so they're not going to fall off. As you can see, that's how they look. And you've got to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, obviously 8 times in total. So yeah, let's say that's looking so far. Yeah, they're very tight fit guys, so they're not going to fall out. So yeah, put that one in. And 3 more. I do hope you're enjoying this guys. If this build, if you are, remember to give us a sub and a like, would really appreciate that. And if you press the bell notification, you're not going to ever miss out on any future video. There you go. So that is as simple as that. There you go, that's up done. I will push those down a bit more in a minute, but yeah, as you can see, most of those are put in to the distributor cap. What I've just done guys is basically get my tweezers very carefully, just rest it on top of those connectors and then push them into place like so. But be very careful guys, because you do not want to be breaking the top of these connectors, because if so, you're not going to get the ignition cables on later on in the issue. I'm not sure if we're going to have to glue the ignition cables yet. I've not got that far through the book, so we'll have a look in a minute. But as you can see, that's that done guys. Now instruction 2, it's saying take the distributor cap 16D and attach that to 16C, which is this part here, and all this is guys, you're just pushing those together. Just checking that wasn't a D shape then, it's not. Yeah, very tight fit, but that's that done. Now in instruction 3 guys, what it wants us to do is align the mounting hole in the distributor 16C, which is this part here, with the corresponding hole in the water pump 16B, which is that part, which is this part we've got here. So that's the water pump. And what we're going to do here is, as you can see, there's a little square crevice, if you want to call it that, there, and obviously that will just line in like so. And I've already got a screw lined up here, which is an AP screw. And you just got to attach that to that. So yeah, just make sure that's nice and tight. That's that done. And that's how that's looking in instruction 3. Now instruction 4, it's telling us to fit 2 bushes, which these are 16-0. So we're fitting these 2 bushes onto the smooth end of the fan belt pulley, which is this part here, 16N. Now as you can see guys, there's like a lip on these bushes. Now the instructions are telling us they want us to put them on to 16N, like so. So slide those on, which is the fan belt pulley, so they look like that. And then in instruction 5, it's saying what you have just assembled on the water pump 16B, just there, using the 4 small locating pins, using an AP screw, and hold the pulley into place. So now instruction 5, I'm going to be attaching the fan belt pulley to the water pump assembly. So we just want to hold that like that and then attach it with an AP screw. Just take your time guys, because it is a bit slippy on the other side, but once you've got a bite you'll be fine. So yeah, that's nice and tight, and that's how that looks. Pretty cool. This build's so cool guys, I love it. But there's your AP screw, that's your water pump, that's your fan belt pulley. Now next guys, in instruction 6, it's saying take the engine block, which we've got here, position the timing belt cover, which is this part here guys. This is metal by the way. And what we're going to do with this, attach it with CM screws, and what we're doing is putting it just here. Now you can see you've got 2 little pins there. Those pins are going to go in the holes you've got on the block, and then the other holes are going to be where the screws, the CM screws, are going to go. So that just does line up perfectly if you get it in the right place. Right way around. There you go. So you can't go wrong guys. If you've got it the wrong way by an accident, it's not going to go on. Where if you turn it the right way, brilliant, bingo. So what I've got to do now, it's going to drop off that is, but I've got to get 2 CM screws, which I prepared earlier. And then we're going to attach this timing belt cover to the block. So if you just place that there like so, and screw together with 2 CM screws. Yeah, and if you've been watching my other videos this week, I've obviously said that I'm happy to be back guys. I had a week off, and that was just down to obviously, well I say obviously, you know, if you've been watching my channel, I had one of these bugs, bad virus, and my voice was shot, so I thought I'd have a week off. And plus I've had that week off for a reason as well. Apart from that reason, I'm hoping to be bringing something new to the channel very soon, and I've just had to do a lot of homework on that. Still am doing homework, but that's all I'm saying for now. So if you want to see what that is, what it could be, subscribe guys, press the bell notification not to miss out when that time comes. I'm hoping you'll enjoy it. It's just random, very random, and you'll see what I mean if it happens, but that's all I'm saying for now. Back to instruction 7. Now we've got to attach the water pump to the block also. So if we get the engine block, tilt it up, we want this going on this way guys, and you've got the 2 screws, well, I'm going to go through those holes there. So I think that's how that's going to go. That's how that's going to look like. Look at that. What? Doesn't that look good? That looks amazing. I tell you what guys, these builds are so cool. I love them. So what I've got to do is get 2 CM screws to attach that to the block. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll attach that to the block like so. Do apologise if it's a bit hard to see in certain positions guys. I do try my best to get into a decent shot. And we're attaching this with CM screws. Like so yeah, we've got the water pump now attached to the engine. And we're fixing with CM screws. I do hope you're enjoying this guys. Do you know what, I'm loving this build. I hope you guys are, and if you are, please subscribe guys for more and your bell notification not to miss out whenever it comes up on the channel. So yeah, those are nice and tight. Here in the UK at the minute guys, all we've got is rain, 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 and I don't know where you live guys or where you're watching from, what the weather's like. Comment down below, let us know. Well, here in the UK it's miserable. I've had enough now. I'm waiting for the summer to come. We're just going into spring now. The clocks change next week. Just hope the good weather comes with that. But that's how that looks anyway guys. Pretty good. Look at that, how effective that looks. You're going to have your belts on here. Your timing belts are going to go on here. But now, getting back to this build guys, this is where it's going to get interesting now. Instruction 8. We're starting to connect the wires to the distributor cap. So basically what they're going to do is go from the distributor cap here to the rocker covers, which is easier said than done. So what it's telling us to do guys is get 16H and 16I, and what it says here is connecting the wires to the distributor cap 16D, which 16D is going to be the connectors obviously. I had to think then. This is 16D. So yeah, this instruction is telling us you've got to connect the wires to 16D, as you can see there on the picture, clockwise direction, leaving the central hole of the distributor free. Begin by fitting one end of the spark plug wire 16I, which is this one here. I think that's going to be the smallest one, onto the bottom right. So you've got to do this right guys, you've got to get this into the right positions. So what I'm going to do is quickly sort out these wires and set them all out ready, and then we'll go from there. So this stage is the easiest part to be fair. This is the smallest wire we've got, 5 centimeters, and it's telling us to attach it, which is 16I, that wire, and we've got to attach it to 16E. Now the position it wants us to attach it to is not the bottom one, not that bottom connector, it's going on that one there. And quickly, I've got a second. Do apologise guys if all you can hear is the spray off cars. As I said, he's absolutely chucking it down here, and obviously can't be helped, but just bear with me on that guys. Now what you've got to do these guys is just take your time, he says, and usually unless you've got a fiddly one, they will go on without any issue. See, that's on. That is perfect. And then where this has got to go then is it's telling us to put it on the first notch, which is this part here. I think the best way to do this guys is to connect them and then show you the finished result, because it's going to be a bit hands in the way, but that's how that looks. That's the first wire. Now this is the second wire. Again, this is not too tough because this is the next wire up, which is 6 centimeters, which is just a bit bigger than the one we've just put on. It gets a bit, not confusing, not complicated, but a bit more demanding as you get more wires on. But again, just try not to bend the wires, gently push it on, wait for it to slide on. It will go. You just got to be patient. Just checking it wants that underneath there, I think. So if we do that, is that going on? Yeah, I think we've got that. I hate doing these guys, I really do. It's not the best. I don't like doing these. But you can see that's on. Those two are on. And you just got to bend that over. And dare I say it, these have not been too bad. But that's that done. So yeah, that's that done. Now, what it's saying now. So basically, guys, we put 16i and 16h wires on to the distributor, and that's the finished result for number 8. Now, we're on to instruction 9. Continue the sequence connecting wire 16G and 16F to 16E. Now, obviously, when I'm saying 16E, guys, remember that's the distributor cap there. So what we're going to do is get 16G, which is 7 centimeters, to the next clockwise connector. So we're just going round now. So we're going round the connectors, guys, until it says differently. So now we're connecting 16G wire to the next connector on the distributor cap. So yeah, gently let it slide on, guys. It should go on. You shouldn't have to push on too hard. There you go. No, it's not on. That's that one done. That was a bit fiddly, that one, guys. And you can see I've got tweezers in my hands. If it helps, guys, use your tweezers. But to be fair, it's not been too hard work, this. But there we go. Got 3 ignition wires on. Don't that look cool? And I love blue. I love blue. It's my favourite colour. So there we've put 16F and 16G onto the distributor cap, onto the engine. Here it's got, guys, assembly tip. Arrange the wires from shortest to longest. Connect the wires starting with shortest one, then continue in sequence to the next longest one, and so on. Yeah, so basically bottom line is sort these wires out, guys. Do a bit of homework before you get connecting. Put the shortest one on first and so on, and just go through like that. You probably won't have any issues with them. Don't quote me on that. It should work out fine. So lastly, on this side of the engine, guys, we've got 16E. Now this has got to be connected to the distributor cap connector, this one here. So here we go again. I'm going to use the tweezers this time, guys, and see if that's a bit better or easier. Trouble is with using tweezers, sometimes it bends the wire and it just kinks and doesn't go onto the connector, but we'll see how it goes. Doing these, guys, is all about just time. Taking your time and just pray a bit. I'm joking. That's gone on pretty good. Could do with pushing down a little bit more. What I'm going to do is take hold of my other tweezers here and see if these are a bit better to use. Yeah, those are better. They get a better grip. So there they are. That's onto the connector, the distributor cap. See, these don't seem to have a problem going on. The slide over is so easy. And there you go, guys. Look at that. That side is done. I'm not sure if that's too long, to be fair, but we'll go by here now. We'll do the other side, and if so, we can always take that off. But I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty cool. So what I've done, guys, is put all the wires one end like that, and then if you just straighten them out, you can see then I've got the longest one there. So we want the longest one first because we're doing it a different way on this side of the engine. We're on instruction 10 now. What it's saying is connect it to that connector there. This is 16M, by the way. So if I get my trusty tweezers again, and again, I do apologise for the noise on this video today with the cars passing by, guys. The weather outside is treacherous, it's ridiculous. And there's a lot of surface spray on the roads. So we'll connect this to this connector. Slowly does it. That's gone on pretty good, that one. As you can see, that's gone pretty easy, guys. And if we turn the block round, the engine, this is 16M, this wire. This has got to go right the way to the end, and it's telling us to feed it under there, and then it goes on. This connector here. Like that. Pretty good. Now, I said just earlier in the video, go from shortest to longest. That's what it said in the instructions as a tip. But because we've got obviously longer to shortest, it's just doing it backwards, guys. So if I do the same again, and then we want, see, that's the longest, the second longest, what we just used. So we want that one next. And while we've got the engine block this way around, I'll connect that on there. Slowly push it onto there. Looks like that. And the only bit you need to do your own work with then is see where this wire has to go onto the connectors. I would have thought it's the next one there, but let me just double check. So this is 16J we're using now. We'll just use 16M, 16J, a 10cm one onto the last available connector on the right. Yeah, so that's got to go under there and going onto that connector there. So I think we need the tweezers for this again, guys. I don't want to tempt fate yet, but touch wood, this is not being as difficult as I thought. Shouldn't have said that yet. I always do that, guys. I always say it's all right and I'm doing all right, and then something goes wrong. I should wait until it's done, shouldn't I? But that's gone on pretty cool. And then what it's saying do is wrap that under there, like so. I think that's where it's wanting to wrap. Yeah, because I think the belt will go on there, and then these wires will be under there, like so. So that's how that's looking. Put that to one side. And guys, it's just so on then. I think that's all we've got to do now. Get the next two wires. So the way I do it, you can get a centimetre ruler, but the way I'm doing it is put them together and use the next one in length. Slowly push that on top of there, and then under there, and we've got to go on to that next available connector. I think that's what it's saying. Let me just double check for you guys before we carry on. I don't want to give you the wrong information, because now we're on basically to instruction 11. We've gone right from 10 to instruction 11, and we're attaching now 16L and 16K. Yeah, I think I'm doing that right. We've just basically got to go these two connectors now. Just to rewind there, guys, it pays to double check this wire here, which goes all the way around to the furthest on the rocker cover there. That goes to this point here. That's 16M, this wire is, and then 16J goes onto that one there. And then the next wire we've got here, which is instruction 11, and this is going to be the longest one. That's going to go on the top connector there. All to say, guys, is when you're doing these wires, do what it says in the tip. Start from the shortest to the longest, and just double check where it's telling you to connect the wires to. Now this wire here, this is 16L, so this is the 14cm one, and this has got to go on to that top connector, as you can see there. So I'll just pull that over. Yeah, that's how that looks. And what we'll do is we'll just pull that around underneath the belt pulley there, like so. That's how it wants it to be. And now last but not least, this is 16K, guys. This is the 12cm wire. Now this is the easy one, because obviously there's only one connector left, so it's got to be attached to that connector. And we're on the arm straight now, guys. That's that connected. And we'll twist it round, and as you can see there, there's one more connector left there. So I think this one has to go underneath as well. Yeah, I'm right. pretty small, that one. But it will fit. It will fit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? And that is it at the end of stage 16. That's how it should look. And it certainly does. I love that. Looks brilliant. Pull them through so they're sticking where they've got to be sticking. Oh, we've got one that's gone AWOL here. Let's push this back on. There we go. Now I'm done there. You can always feed them through and make them look how you want them to look, guys, once you've got them all connected. But yeah, that is it for this stage, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank God that's all done and dusted. Guys, if you enjoyed that video and you want more, please remember to subscribe, give us a big like, comment and share. We'd love to hear from you guys, and press the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. I can breathe now that bit's done. When I seen what we had to do at the beginning of this video, it was a bit, I remember doing the DeLorean without putting all the ignition pipes on and all that stuff. It's very fiddly, but we've got through another issue, guys, all done for this week. Come back next week for more. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, and bell notification not to miss out on any future videos. See ya. Peace.